You're sitting in a restaurant you've never been to before, and suddenly, you feel like you've been here. You know exactly what the waiter is about to say. You've lived this moment before. But that's impossible, right? This is déjà vu. And what's actually happening inside your brain is far stranger than you think. Déjà vu is French for already seen. Around 60 to 70% of people experience it at least once in their life. It lasts only a few seconds. And here's the weird part. You know the memory isn't real. You feel like you've lived the moment before, but you can't actually remember when or where. It's like your brain is playing a trick on itself. Scientists have been studying this for over 100 years, and it's still not fully understood. But we do have some very compelling theories. First, let's understand how memory actually works. Your brain constantly records everything you experience: sights, sounds, smells, emotions. It files these away as memories. Normally, this system works perfectly. You experience something, and your brain correctly labels it as new. But sometimes, the system glitches, and that glitch is déjà vu. So what exactly goes wrong? Let's look at the three main theories. Theory 1. The memory glitch. Your brain processes information in two ways simultaneously: perception and memory. Normally, these are perfectly synced. But sometimes the memory system fires a split second before the perception system. So your brain tags a brand new experience as an old memory. It's basically a processing error, like when a computer saves a file to the wrong folder. Your brain saves a new experience into the old memories folder. And when you access that experience, it feels familiar, even though it just happened. Theory 2. The parallel processing theory. Your brain has multiple pathways that process the same information simultaneously. Think of it like a highway with multiple lanes. All lanes carry the same car, but sometimes one lane gets slightly ahead. When they reconnect at the end, your brain registers the experience twice, once as it happens, and once as a memory of it happening. The result? That eerie feeling of having already lived the moment. Your brain is essentially experiencing an echo of itself, a perfect copy arriving just a fraction too late. Theory 3. The familiarity theory. You've never been in this restaurant, but maybe the layout resembles somewhere you've been before. The lighting, the position of the tables, the color of the walls. Your brain recognizes the pattern, without being able to identify why, so it just labels the feeling as familiar. This is why people who travel more report more déjà vu. They've seen more places, so their brain has more patterns to match against. It's not supernatural, it's just pattern recognition. Your brain is a prediction machine, and sometimes it predicts too confidently. Brain scans show that déjà vu activates the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and navigation. Think of it as your brain's GPS and filing system combined. When déjà vu hits, this region lights up abnormally. Interestingly, people with temporal lobe epilepsy experience déjà vu extremely frequently, sometimes for minutes at a time, not just seconds. This gave scientists a crucial clue. During brain surgery, doctors can electrically stimulate the hippocampus and trigger déjà vu on demand. Patients reported feeling strong déjà vu the instant the electrode touched that region. This is huge. It confirms déjà vu is a memory system event, not a spiritual experience, not a glitch in the matrix. A very real, very measurable brain phenomenon. Researchers at MIT and the University of Leeds have mapped it, using virtual reality to artificially create déjà vu in lab conditions. They placed people in virtual environments where layouts were secretly identical to ones they'd already explored. The result? Reliable, consistent déjà vu. Proving the familiarity theory has real merit. Fact 1. Young people experience déjà vu more than older people, probably because younger brains are forming more new connections. The peak age for déjà vu is 15 to 25 years old. Fact 2. Tired or stressed people experience it more. When your brain is fatigued, its error-checking system weakens, making memory misfires more likely. Fact 3. People who travel more report higher rates of déjà vu, and so do people who watch more films. More experiences means more patterns for your brain to accidentally match. Fact 4. Déjà vu is more common in people with anxiety. The brain under anxiety is hyperactive, scanning for threats constantly. This hyperactivity can trigger more false memory signals. Fact 5. And now for the wildest one. There's also something called jamais vu, the exact opposite of déjà vu. It's when something completely familiar suddenly feels totally strange, like staring at a word you've written 100 times. And suddenly it looks completely wrong. Your brain temporarily loses its sense of familiarity. Instead of a new thing feeling old, an old thing feels new. Same glitch, opposite direction. So next time you get that eerie feeling of having lived a moment before, don't worry. Your brain isn't broken. It's just a tiny glitch in one of the most complex systems in the known universe. And honestly, that's even more fascinating than any supernatural explanation. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because next week we're exploring something your brain does every single night that's even stranger than déjà vu.